I'ma just give you the moral. Most of you niggas is bitches is on you. I'ma just let them enjoy you. Why you telling them lies and telling them stories that don't really make no sense?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, Marie Server this way, y'all. How we doing today? Man, I'm just really happy today, y'all. Like, I just want to be real. I'm very happy because I ain't gonna flex. Almost, your guy over this way almost had a near-death experience. Well, actually did have a near-death experience. Let me just tell y'all about this, okay? So, literally, I practice parkour. I'm about living, I'm about vibing, I'm about thriving and so forth, and expansion. So we're practicing parkour, which it started out great. Everything started out great. We started to bust real quick. Hold up. Just like that, you know what I'm saying? We was busting and everything, hitting and everything like that. Well, then I got in my mind to take everything a little bit up a notch, and so we started to shimmy across this bridge. And well, this bridge, I didn't realize it was too icy out. And well, you could just watch the video to get the rest. Hold up. Like when I say I was scared, I was scared. Oh my gosh, I was scared. You know what I'm saying? Just because, I don't know how to swim. But when I say that there's a God, there is really a God. I don't know how to swim, but I end up falling into that river. And by the grace of God, there was a platform right underneath where I was at. Like the water was up to here on me. And when I say a person was fighting for their life, we was fighting for my life. Like literally, the coat and everything was you acting like a little float device and everything, but it was pushing me away from the platform. I'm literally in this water on horse stance, holding up against the wall of it, like by the grace of God. And this is what I'll make a lot of reference to that, because like I said, I should not be here right now. I should not be here right now. I don't know how to swim. I don't even know like the way everything played out. Yeah, but by the grace of God, these angels had came by, and it was just 3 Hispanics and whatnot. Those Hispanics and everything, they looked at it, was like, yo, I need some help. And the partner that I went with, my training partner and everything, he, you know what I'm saying, he was there and everything, and he was just looking over the edge. But we didn't have no equipment we was not prepared for something like that. And so literally, I started shimmying across the wall and everything like that. You're not going to see those parts because there wasn't nobody recording when this was going on. Like, this was like some straight, yeah. So like, we're shimmying across the wall and everything like that, and I'm just holding on to this wall like, yo, this is insane right now. I'm just like, I'm saying some prayers, but at the same time, I'm just like, I gotta stay focused. This is that time right now. Like, I promise you. So like, out of nowhere, one of the Hispanics, don't ask me why they had a timing belt just readily available in their car, but yes, they had a timing belt in their car and whatnot. They grabbed this timing belt and they held it. They held it down to me so that I could grab on. And basically, I couldn't. For these Hispanics, they were like, I want to say one of them was like 18, the other one was like maybe 12 at the max. But that 12-year-old had some heart. And there was like this other like 18-year-old, whatever the case, who was, he was trying to make some calls and everything like that to the boys and everything, because like it was that time. Like, imagine your life is literally hanging on by a timing belt and 3 individuals, and at the same time currents is pushing you and everything. So I had to hurry up, I took my coat off while I'm still standing on this platform. Water's like up to here. I'm like, I throw the coat up there, like, take the coat and everything. And I'm telling you, we had to dig deep for these little jumps and everything, because the nigga was about to be, excuse my language, but it literally only happened like not even a day ago. Like, this happened at night and everything. But literally, so these guys, they go ahead and they throw the timing belt down to me. I get on real quick, right? They lift me up on 3, or excuse me, yeah, they start lifting me up, right? At first, I tried grabbing one of their hands because it was like, grab my hand. I fell back into the water and whatnot. I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But internally, I'm just like, yo. And so, like, I'm hanging. I got back up, had to get repositioned. We tried it again. I was like, El Poo. But before we tried it again, I had to tell the person I, was training with and everything. I'm like, yo, get where the 12-year-old is at. Because the 12-year-old's up there trying to lift up the timing belt and everything. Get where the 12-year-old is at. We need 2 big people and whatnot. Because, I'm a nice little size. But so, yeah. Oh, boy gets around where he's at. We start lifting up. They start lifting me up. I'm trying to use my arms to just get onto the ledge where we're at, because it was like a little gap portion. Like, I try lifting my arms. I promise you, we were starting to go weak through that process and everything. And then next thing I know, I was like, come on. Oh. Like, we fell back into the water and everything like that. When I promise y'all, when we fell back in, I knew it was that time. Like, there is something in this life that I don't like, the will to survive that final moment before you know it's about to be that. Because when we fell back in, my whole body froze up. My hands was like slowly clenching up. I started losing all grip and feeling in my hand, but I was trying to keep calm. I was trying to do how, I could really assess the situation for what it was to help save my ass and everything. Because I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. They was like, you want us to call for help? Yes, call for help. Call the boys. We need to do this and everything like that. Okay, so they was just like, hang on, bro, you're doing good. Now mind it, I'm still on this wall. Okay, here's the wall. Imagine if this is the wall, right? I'm like on this wall like this, right? And then like the water is up to here on me and everything like that, and I'm basically standing on my tippy toes on this platform a little bit, like trying to maintain composure. So like they lowered the timing belt back down and whatnot, and I had to direct some stuff. I was like, yo, I need y'all 2 people on that end. And I even told the 12-year-old, stick your hand in between the gap. When I come up, if I like let go or something, grab the hand so the other bigger guys can go ahead and have a little bit of leverage to grab me, right? Like, this was like some really like team cohesion all at the same time. Like, this shit better work or I'm floating. And because again, I need to stress the fact, I do not know how to swim. Okay, and this is what really blew me about this whole entire ordeal. Just the fact that I even like fell into this river, and just so happened where I fell, there was a platform underneath to hold my feet so that I could at least like be above the water a little bit to try. When I say again, your fight and your will carry you through this life. I mean it, because we said a little prayer. I said a prayer in my head like, Lord, we're gonna need some help. Now I understand I was born a Christian, raised up Christian, but I'm just spiritual by nature, and I've been finding the more spiritual I am and just accepting everyone and not really caring about what you believe and everything, life just works out a little bit better for me. Hence this story. So on 3, right? So we start lifting up on 3. Boom! They start lifting me up and everything. I'm just like, water's pushing me back. Like, I'm just like, I'm trying to use every bit of strength I have to get onto something, right? So we start getting me up, and I start losing grip just a little bit like that. I'm thinking like it's about to be done. One of these Hispanics ends up running from the other side. He grabs onto the timing belt, and he just stands up with it using the body weight. From there, that gave us enough leverage so that I could just get over the wall and everything. I was like, I'm telling you. Why did nigga fall into the river?
One after the other, they came down.
Where the fuck did he get that timing belt from? These motherfuckers just saved my life. A nigga fell into the river.
I'm pretty sure I've still got the timing belt just sitting in my car. The bomb is really far away. So if you'd have stayed there in the time that it would take me to get to my car and get back,
boy, shout out to the Hispanics. The Hispanics, I love y'all. Woo! I need y'all to understand. until you have a near-death experience, until you like have something that will literally challenge every essence of who you are in a very unplanned way, not choreographed, not scripted, just life is giving you life apples and you got to learn how to eat type stuff, that it's real. Like, I'm telling you, the Lord is real. Everything is real. Like, I should not be here right now. I can't stress enough. I do not know how to swim. Okay, I do not know how to swim. And furthermore, when I think about what kept me a little bit safe, while other than the Lord, protecting that shield and sending them angels, because we was literally parkouring at like 11 at night. This was like that sort of time. Like, hardly anyone was out, and especially with this corona stuff, right? So when I say like, yeah, your boy was about to be done in, a boy was about to be done in and everything like that. But then, you know what I'm saying, luckily those 3 angels came, so when they lift me up and out, of course I'm freezing, it's cold and everything, but I was just like, we gave many thanks, and then we just got out of there and whatnot, because it was just like, yeah, training session is over and everything. Okay, so on the way back, this was a little bit of the journey on the way back.
Yo.
It's a good thing those kids hadn't actually driven off.
Boy, I'm saying.
They heard me go, oh shit, and then suddenly...
Why did nigga fall into the river?
One after the other, they came down.
In this life, fight. The game changes when you literally have or are in predicaments where you will fight for your life. Everything you do counts in this world. Everything that you train upon, everything that you implement, it all counts. When it's that time, though, you'll know if what you worked on was the right type of work. You'll know if the person you'll really find out who you are. Thank the Lord. VibeHigh. Yes, all that happened. Yes, all that is real. Why am I bringing this to y'all like this? I want you to all understand, okay? There is something very beautiful within this life other than the will to survive, and that is just the will and knowledge of to be more, okay? I can't stress enough, like, I really shouldn't be here right now. Part of me is just like, even like, because like I said, this has only happened like just a day or so ago, so I'm still like in the processing phase of it all. But one thing that, especially if you've been following this story channel or really the pages for a while, one thing that I'll tell you is like, I'm always someone that's about living abundance, living and thriving and being successful. And if anything, this particular event in my life has now just showed me that continuing to go harder at that. I do need to increase that much more training, because there is a different feeling when you're completely helpless, when you're using every ounce of your strength and that strength still ain't good enough, when that wellness still ain't where it's at. You know what I'm saying? In those moments of those last maybe seconds and so forth, everything that you would have worried about that maybe would have set you back, any sort of illnesses, any sort of viruses, anything of those sorts, go out the window. It goes from worrying about what's going on, what's happening, to what you worrying about, like, damn, I didn't really like live out everything that I wanted to live out, or damn, I didn't really like get to do everything that I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, y'all, when it is that time, it is that time. And so whenever that time is, we never know when it is. You literally have to ask yourself, do you want this or do you want this? Is what you're doing really fulfilling you? Is what you're, destined to do, or whatever you have on your mind, are you really even taking those steps? A lot of us, we do kind of take this life for granted, but you have to also know and be content with that other side is there. And I felt like that was something that also helped me in this particular event, just because I always think in the catalyst of, okay, I know there's going to be a time, but you never know when it is, but do all you can with the time that you have now, so when it does happen, hey, you're a little bit more at peace with it and so forth. I'm a regular human being. I'm not perfect. I have my flaws, but I know for one sure thing that certain events in life is supposed to happen to push you and so forth. You know, I am a big now advocate for fitness. I'm a big now advocate for wellness. I'm a big now advocate for truly abundance, because when I think about it, if I would have been fat, if I would have been out of shape, if I would have been, you know, lesser than what I am currently at, I would be dead. And that's no cap. I used to be fat when I was younger. I know what that was like. Just to get made fun of all sorts of stuff. But to harness that energy and to put it into the activities that I particularly hold true for me, just so that events like when the events like that does happen, I'm a little bit more put together than maybe the next, is now my mission. It's now like what I'm about. It's now where all direction and life flows. Like, I will help people become more fit and live a more healthy life, because I'm telling you, despite everything, despite all the material possessions and everything, like when it comes down to it, your health and your fitness is the most sacred thing you have for your life. Because again, depending on how you move and how you go ahead and, you know, live, will ultimately determine what type of opportunities come your way. And so I encourage y'all to go out there, stay fit. I encourage y'all to be more, to achieve more, to ultimately dream more, because this life is your life, and you might as well just expand upon it. You might as well just be all you can be. No cap, no filters, no nada. Because at the end of the day, when it's that time, it is that time. Have that belief in God, like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And the rest it speaks for itself. That's why for me, I don't worry about innocence. I don't worry about, you know, all the distraction that, you know, the population or really anything has, because you know what? I don't care about that, because when it's the time, you can get killed off by corona just the same as you can get killed off by a bullet. It's no different. Or a natural disaster. I wasn't even planning for that. So all of that did was really just show me that, hey, I need to take a swimming class, a couple swimming classes, you know, maybe 3 or 4. I need to be on point with swimming. I need to be on point with my health. I need to take that more seriously. I need to take fitness more seriously. I just need to take everything that I hold true for a active person, for me, across all spectrums. I just need to improve on that, and that's just me. Like, it's amazing. Life leaves breadcrumbs on how you need to adjust, and I'm excited for what I graciously do have in store for these next couple of days, years, months, and definitely for any of the viewers, because if you've been following me for a little bit, you know I'm real. Like, I'm not going to give it to you no BS. You know, I have the good times just as much as I have the bad times, but you know what I'm saying? At the end of the end, we human, we living. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. All day, because, you know, there's protectors out here. There's protectors out here. So I encourage y'all to, you know, live life, have fun again, and stay tuned. I am Maurice, and, you know, thanks for, you know, watching and so forth, because like I said, I should not be here right now. And it's just time to take things up another notch. So have a good day, world. Take it easy.